Okay, this is part 2, make subjects. I want to make k as the subject of this one. So this is just a fraction. I can use cross multiplication. That means g times 4 times j plus k is equal to I. 1 times I. So it's 4g j plus 4gk equal to I. I want to make k as subject, so this term is with k. This term without k, I move it to the right hand side. Okay, so 4gk. So k will be the whole thing divided by 4g. That's it. This one I want to make n as a subject. So this one is fractions. We have to multiply whole term with a. So left hand side multiply a, this term multiply by a, this term multiply by a. So n will be 2a plus ga. Number 9, I want to make s as a subject. So I have these two denominator. So the LCM of 8 and 10 is 40. And there's a t, so 40t. So multiply whole term by multiply every term by 40t. So this one is 40t e. This one times 40, so it's 4. And then there's an e here. So 4 times 3 is 12 se minus 40 over 8 is 5. T over t is 1, so it's minus 5. So 40te equals to 12 se minus 5. I have to make s a subject. So this 5 I move it to another side. So it's 40te plus 5. So s will be 40te plus 5 over 12e. Number 10. Make y as the subject. So these two, left hand side, right hand side, just a fraction, so I can use cross multiplication. And then I expand. If there's fractions, I have to expand, make no fractions. If there's a bracket, I have to make no brackets. I have to combine all the terms with y to one side. by minus ay. All the terms without y in another side, I should factorize so that there's only y here, and I can divide the right hand side with this factor, and then I'm finished. Number 11. Make y as the subject too. So denominator have a x and a p. So LCM is xp. So multiply every term by px. So apy, no x, px times px is px squared equal to p squared yx plus px and then p over and pax, just ax. Make y as subject. So these two with y, I move it to left hand side. Minus p squared xy equal to ax minus px squared. So I tell y, so it's ap minus p squared x. So I divide this whole thing by this ap minus p squared x, and that is the answer. Number 12. If a equal to 1 plus over b and then minus 1, express b in terms of a. So now this is a fraction, so the denominator is 1 plus b. So I have to multiply every term by 1 plus b. So it's a times 1 plus b equal to 1 plus b times 1 over 1 plus b is 1 minus 1 plus b times y is 1 plus b minus the whole thing bracket. You need a bracket. So with bracket expand it out, 1 minus b. So this cancel is just negative b. Express b in terms of a. So I have to move these two terms in left hand side. This term without b right hand side. And I have to factorize the b out. And finally I moved a plus 1 to the denominator. It will be like this. Number 13. If x minus a all square equal to x minus 1 times x minus b, express x in terms of a and b. So I have to expand left hand side, x squared minus 2ax plus a squared using identity. Right hand side, x squared minus bx minus x and then plus b. So you don't need to worry about the x squared because it's cancelled left hand side, right hand side of the habit, and you put all the x to left hand side. So it's x plus bx minus 2ax. So all the terms is for x right hand side, b squared minus a squared. So I factorize out the x. And I divide the right hand side with this bracket. One plus b minus 2a. So it's the final. Number 14. 2 times 3m plus n equal to m plus 5. So it's 6m plus 2n equal to m plus 5. I have to make n as the subject. So n is here. 2n equal to negative 5m plus m plus 5. And n will be the whole thing over 2. This is part A. Part B. If the value of m is increased by 4, find the changes values of n. So this the O value is m plus 5 over 2. So the new n is m is increased by 4. This is the new n. We want to find the change. That means new minus O. Okay. So the change is equal to new minus the O. So take care. This have two things. This also have two things. Actually, you don't need to consider this thing. And this also can expand out into two things. And then this was one thing. Also, you can remove it. So the change is 10. So the value of n is increased by 10. For change, you have to answer increase or decrease. So it's increased by 10.